Hello and welcome to the program. Rich and Laurie are originally from Chicago and the surrounding suburbs. They relocated to South Florida in 2010, and they have been active in the area, enjoying a climate that allows for more pleasurable year-round recreation and activities. Let's see and/or hear what Rich and Laurie in South Florida have to share with us about where to go and what to do.
Hey! Hi everybody, you didn't get a chance to see what just happened behind the scenes. Welcome to episode 15 of our Rich and Laurie in SouthFlorida.com podcast and YouTube channel. I'm Rich.
I must be Laurie.
That she is. Now you know everybody. Anyway, we're coming to you today. It's kind of a special edition. We're broadcasting live from Roosters, and if you live in the Cascades River Hall area, I'm sure you know where that is. Right off of Route 80, the best vegetables and fruit.
Ice cream.
Oh, the ice cream. They have, what's the name of that ice cream?
It's Love Boat.
Love Boat ice cream.
They have boiled peanuts. We just bought their steaks last week, and they were really good, and their bacon.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The special treat is the baby goats. They do have some baby goats now.
Yeah, behind us, you can see over our shoulders in the background, they have some baby goats, they have a pig, they have some chickens.
Right, and I just saw a whole bunch of new plants coming in. They have strawberry plants and lettuce plants, and you could really survive by just eating here between the meat and the fish.
Yeah, I think you could. Listen, this isn't a paid commercial for them by any means, but we use them all the time, and if you haven't been here, it'd be worth doing it. So
what are we going to talk about today?
I don't know. I think we're going to talk about those 3 boat trips we were on the, what's the name of that boat? The Kingfisher?
Kingfisher Fleet.
And it was out of
Fisherman's Wharf.
Fisherman's Village in Punta Gorda. Kind of a cool place. If you haven't been there, it's well worth the trip.
Definitely.
What was the name of our trips, the 3 trips we're going to talk about?
We've done 3 of them so far. We did the Store Marina, which was a half day.
Burnt Storm Marina. Burnt Storm. It's an interesting story anyway. Check that out. You can Google it, and it's a great story on how that thing came about. Sorry to interrupt.
That's okay. And then we did Cabbage Key and Peace River. So we're going to talk first about the Burnt Store Marina trip. Mm-hmm. It was a half-day cruise, and it left from Fisherman Village at 9 o'clock, and you should get there about 8:30, and if you're like us, you get there at 8 o'clock and you have hot chocolate first and you go to the bathroom and all those things. But the boat is incredible. Yeah. It's a 2-story boat.
2-story boat's got a great crew. The thing is immaculate. It's really clean. They serve drinks and snacks, and the washrooms, or as they're called on boats, the head, they're very clean, private.
Yeah, and you can get hot chocolate or coffee there too. The bottom part of the boat has a glass side, so like you'll hear on one of our trips back, we were cold, so we were on the lower floor, and the top one is open air from like your waist up, so you can enjoy the outdoors. Yeah,
and it's about a 2-hour ride, so it's a lot of time on the water. You get a great look at the Punta Gorda skyline, and the waters, fortunately, the times we've been there have been pretty calm.
Yeah, and during our trip we saw dolphins, fish, bird, and other marine life. The boat that we were on was called the Charlotte Lady. It was really, really comfortable and quiet. And I know on the way out we really like to sit on the upper deck where you could see a lot. And on this one trip we were able to see quite a bit, as you'll see in this video. There were a lot of chairs on this boat.
Yeah, there were. And I don't know if we mentioned at the beginning of this, there's actually 2 boats. One of them is the one that Laurie mentioned, and the other one I don't think we've been on yet, but it's just as good. It certainly looks as good. Clean, again, comfortable. And we understand that Kingfisher does charter boat fishing. They do all kinds of trips, not just these boats. But
yeah, and everybody that we've talked to at Kingfisher, from the reservations to the boat people, have been awesome. We had to change a couple reservation times, and it was no problem, and it was incredible. What's really fun is if you take your map app when you're driving, the kind you would use to drive somewhere, and you use your map app while you're on the boat, and you can see in the bay or in the Gulf where you're exactly at on your boat. It was pretty cool.
And the captain on one of our boats, that was pretty cool. He brought his playlist, so they played music for the whole trip, which was really incredible.
Yeah, if you've never been to Burnt Store Marina, it's gorgeous. We just heard it was one of the largest marinas in the area, and there was tons of boats. My favorite was like a little blue tugboat. And we also ran into some people, and I don't know if we have their information. If we do, we'll post it below. They were getting ready to go live on their boat. It was incredible to talk to them about what's going on.
We actually caught them when they were moving out of their apartment or their condominium down to the pier and loading their things on their boat. Here's a picture of them. You can see what they look like. I don't know if we have any video, but check this picture out.
Yeah, and you can see there's lots of condos where people want to live near the marina. Do you remember watching that guy try to navigate in there too? How skilled you have to be to get in?
Yeah, driving a boat is certainly a skill, and it's understandable when you see these people why a captain's license is necessary, because they don't learn this overnight.
No.
Maneuvering those boats is
for sure.
Quite a trick.
You can see that there's a lot of people enjoying roosters and seeing the animals and stuff, and it's a great place to bring your family.
Yeah, you might hear some background noise. These are people that are just visiting all the animals. You'll see them walk by in the background.
Yeah. Well, we finally arrived at the restaurant and we're ready to eat. It was really good. It was like an open air restaurant where you had a little cover, and I remember I had fish, and I think you had a salad.
Yeah, when you say we finally arrived, now naturally it's not that we've arrived there. It's that we arrived there while we're here.
Right.
What?
There's two restaurants at the Store Marina. One is a full-service restaurant where you sit down and have a gorgeous view of the water, and then the other one is like a little snack shop.
Yeah, it was. I certainly highly recommend that. I think that was one of our best trips here.
Yeah, do you remember they had bikes to rent and kayaks, and we took a note of the people who offer sailing lessons?
Yeah, it's all available. Everything is available there. If you like water, I mean, that's the place to go.
Yeah, we were really lucky that day too. They also had a farmer's market that we got to see before we left the Store Marina.
Yeah, did we buy anything? No, I don't think we did.
We bought bread.
Oh, that's right. We bought a loaf of fresh bread.
Yeah, it was really good. How about the music that first captain played?
Yeah, his playlist. That's what I mentioned. It's his own private playlist. So it was great on the way out and back.
Yeah, and on the way back, we had dozens of dolphins. Somewhere along the side of the boat, and when the dolphins would start jumping, the staff would be going,
yeah, it seemed the more noise they make, the more the dolphins were active next to the boat. And did you see how they would come out of the water sideways? They actually turned sideways, and you could see their eye. And somebody on the boat, one of the crew, said that they do that because they're checking out the people on the boat just the way we're checking them out. So it was pretty cool. And here we had that shot of those 5 dolphins in the front of the boat at one time, and you can watch all the mechanics of them swimming, how their tail works, and how they move, and how they can dart in and out of the wakes behind the boat. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I think on the first 2 cruises that we've had dolphins on both. We had an incredible number of dolphins on the very first cruise.
Okay, and the good part of this is the captain of the boat is about 2 stories above the boat, so he gets to see the dolphins first, and when he sees them, he just tells everybody on the boat, and we go to the side, the back, or the front, wherever they are. But I would almost guarantee that if you take that trip, you're going to see dolphins.
Definitely. The staff comes around too before you get off the boat, wherever you're going, and they explain to you where you're going so that you're comfortable. So they explain to us all about the Charlotte Harbor, and we have this little video to share with you on our staff person explaining how the Charlotte Harbor got its name and why it's a harbor. It's quite interesting. I found it very, very educational.
It is Charlotte Harbor. It is the second largest harbor in the state of Florida. And although it is a very large harbor, it's very different than the harbor up in Tampa, which is the first largest. And the reason for that is because of the water depth. And if you look at the chart, you can see that it is very shallow. We left here from Fisherman's Village, and this is the fat point that gives Punta Gorda its name. The Peace River is right here, and the Mayaka River is right here. And these 2 rivers, which are freshwater, join together to create Charlotte Harbor, which is brackish. So you have all this water coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, you have this fresh water coming down, so this is brackish water all through there. What we did today, we left from Fisherman's Village, and we went down to Store Marina, which is right there. That's where we had lunch. The other trips that we do are to Boca Grande, which is on Gasparilla Island.
From here?
Yep, we go all the way here. This is south, and then we turn west, which brings us pretty close to the Boca Grande Pass, which is the deepest part of Charlotte Harbor. If we go to Cayo Costa, we pull in We drop people off at the ranger station, and they take the 9/10 of a mile across. And this is miles and miles of beautiful sandy beach. That's one of my favorite places to go. They have 12 very rustic cabins there, and they also have camping there, a very small gift shop, and some very knowledgeable, kind rangers. So if you're not going to go there, another opportunity would be to join the Intercoastal Waterway and go right here, which is Cabbage Key. And that is a very quaint little island with an old restaurant, and they have a lot of cottages that you can rent there. Very cool. This right here is Bokeelia, Pine Island, and this is Matlacha, which is a very artsy, fun area to spend an afternoon. It's pretty cool.
All right, so that was Burnt Store. Are we going to talk about the next one?
Yes, the
or do
next
you have
one was
more?
Cabbage Key.
Cabbage Key. Cabbage, just like the vegetable.
Yeah, and you meet at the same place. You meet at the Fisherman's Village, same time. And this one is a little bit longer ride. I believe they stop at one island on the way over and drop people off who are going there for the day, and then they pick them up on the way back. But they take this boat to Cabbage Key, and Cabbage Key has a really nice restaurant and a hotel and some cabins.
The individual cabins you can stay in, you can rent. I don't remember how much they were. Do you remember? Did you check the pricing?
I found one for like $150 a night, which was pretty reasonable for this area.
It's reasonable for what that is. Yeah, it's beautiful. And I don't know, we said Fisherman's Village twice already. It's not just a boat dock. Fisherman's Village is a destination in itself. There's all kinds of shops in there, a couple of good restaurants to eat at. There's a news store in there that I kind of like. They make carry bags out of sail material from sailboats. You can buy them online too, but this place you get to see them, feel them, pick out the ones with the best design. They're kind of cool. I like that place.
Yeah, I like that one you bought me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cabbage Key restaurant was really good too. It had a really nice menu, and I thought it was really interesting. The staff had T-shirts on that matched, and on the back of their T-shirts were the answers to the most asked 10 questions. And I don't know exactly what they all were, but it was like, yes, I live here. No, I don't live here.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Everything you wanted to ask, every question you wanted to ask them while they're taking your order, as soon as they take your order and turn around, you can read the answers on the back of the shirt. That was pretty clever.
Yeah, cool.
Wait a minute, that was where we took that little walk up that walkway, or that little trail that's up behind the cabins and the restaurant. There's a little place to walk around, and there's a big water tower, lighthouse.
Yeah,
lighthouse.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I didn't walk all the way to the top though, because I was chicken.
Yeah,
it was pretty high.
Speaking of chickens, there's chickens here too.
Not yet. I think they have a chicken coop
They
built
have a chicken
for them.
coop. They just built it.
But they do have chickens. They're
Do they?
underneath the coop.
Oh, cool.
Do you know what noise chickens make?
Oh God, what?
That's the pecking noise.
Oh.
The roosters make cock-a-doodle-doo.
Oh my God.
All right, so our
How
third
do we
trip.
edit this? Is there a way to get that out of here? Oh,
No.
Go ahead. Okay.
Our third trip was to the Peace River cruise, which was totally different from the first two.
Peace, P-E-A-C-E, Peace
Correct.
River Cruise.
Yes, you want to share about that?
All I remember is I froze to death. It was like, we're here in South Florida, and we went on this thing, and it must have been 40 degrees, and I had on just a shirt, and over the shirt was like you may have seen those yellow
Fleece?
things that we wear. No,
Oh,
it
the
was that
sweatshirt.
sweatshirt. And I was numb half of the trip, and I know that a couple of the people that were with us, Jackie came along, and Bonnie. Bonnie certainly dressed for the occasion. Jackie was just in a shirt, and I know she was freezing, but I was numb. But besides that, that's a great trip to take again. I want to take that again down the Peace River. There was who was that person that narrated that whole trip?
Oh yeah, she was a Florida naturalist.
Yeah, naturalist, and the trip again was about 2 hours, and she spoke and narrated everything about the area on the way out, and on the way back it was quiet, and we just listened to the playlist from the captain. So while I was shivering and freezing to death, we got a chance to look at the shoreline and some birds, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I would definitely do it again, but I'd try to look for a warmer, sunnier day. I think if it was warmer and sunnier, there'd be a lot of birds that were going to the rookery at night.
Yeah, and that was more of a naturalist's trip because you didn't get off the boat. You just went out and came back. The other two that we mentioned had restaurants associated with them and other things to do at the destination. Here, the boat is the destination.
Yeah. Well, I think that's about it. We have a couple other trips coming up similar to this, which we're going to cover in future episodes.
Yeah, and if you've looked at our previous, I'm sorry to interrupt, if you've looked at our previous 14 episodes and you think there's something you'd like to see, our email addresses and phone numbers and contact information is at the end of these videos. So contact us, let us know. Let us know what you think, and by all means, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button below, and you'll get notifications on when the next podcast is going to be, or YouTube presentation.
And don't forget to visit Roosters.
Yeah, Roosters is awesome. What was his name?
Trevor.
Trevor. I think it was Trevor. Ask for Trevor. Tell him you saw Roosters on the Rich and Laurie and SouthFlorida.com video channel. And with that, what do you think? You want to wrap it up?
It's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Till next time. Is that you again?
Don't start.
This table's going to tip.
Better not. Tell me when you're ready to go.
I'm ready. Here, 1, 2, 3.
All right, that's our clapping board. Oh, hi everybody. Welcome to episode 14, I believe it is. 15 of the Rich and... Cut that, start over. Did you say 15 for sure?
Right there.
Okay, that's our clapping board. Hey, hi everybody, and welcome to episode 15 already of the Rich and Laurie podcast and YouTube channel.
I'm Laurie. You screwed up. You said Rich and Laurie. You forgot in South Florida. So let's start again. Ready?
Clapping board?
Clapping board. That's just for me. You don't have to talk about it.
Okay.
It's just for my audio.
All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 15 of the Rich and Laurie and SouthFlorida.com podcast and YouTube channel. I'm Rich, by name only.
I must be Laurie.
It's her. Anyway, kind of a special edition today. We're coming to you live and in person.
Right. Live if you're here.
From Roberts. Wave if you're here.
Roosters.
From Roosters. What did I say, Roberts?
Roberts.
Jesus, like we're down in Homestead again. Actually, we're here from Roosters. You can see in the background they have a little petting zoo. They have some baby lambs.
Baby goats.
Baby goats, baby lamb. Let's start the thing over again.
Okay.
Roosters. All right, go.
Thank you for watching and or listening to Rich and Laurie in South Florida. We hope you have enjoyed the program and that you will come back for the next episode to learn more about where to go and what to do when your travels bring you to tropical South Florida. If you would like to sponsor this program and get special attention on your place of business, you can contact Rich and Laurie in South Florida at 630-642-6500. That's 630-642-6500.